Hello, this is Victor Santana with Stock Hunters Stock Picks for April 27th. How's everybody doing? I hope everything's going just great. Let's take a look and see what the market has to offer us last week. Now here we're looking at the Dow, and we're still on an uptrend. And if you notice here on the Dow, we have about 1.9% before hitting what I believe might be a potential resistance area up here. So we may have some room to go up, but maybe not straight up. We might wiggle around before we head up that higher, but just to be safe. Resistance level at 13,100. So I would be cautious around in this area here. So as far as that, we've moved our sell stop higher for this week, and we're at 12,600 for our sell stop here. Now let's take a look at the S&P. On the S&P side of things, we have a further way to go up. It looks like we have a 3.5% before hitting any potential resistance up above. Resistance we probably would tag at 1450 in this area. So just move up your sell stops as things go up. And we did move our sell stop from last week to 1360 this week. Okay, so just to always protect your losses here in case things reverse. Now as far as the Nasdaq's concerned, we look like we might have a resistance at 2543 up in this area here. And as we moved our sell stop higher here, and we have about 4.5% before hitting around this area. So we still have a way to go. How soon we'll get there, who knows? But again, protect your downside and things if things go the other way. Now we're looking at globally. As far as the global, resistance is maybe heading around in this area, which is almost there. We're about 2% away from that area. And as far as the sell stops, I recommend just leaving it as is, because there wasn't much movement since last week to have a reason to move the sell stop any further. So we would just leave it here. As you could see, it almost wanted to trigger but didn't. So we'll leave it there and see what happens. Okay, now what I like to do is share with you some stocks that I bought last Thursday. This is Credit Corp, and seems like the financials are picking up a little bit. And so I came in here. I put a sell stop at 9% in case. So this is where we stand here. Actually, this is for this week here. So I've just entered a trade in there, or actually to invest in. Here's a solar stock. This one's more of a speculative play. All the good ones have already made all their moves. These are kind of the lagger ones that are lagging behind. And I came in at $3.30. I'm putting a 10% sell stop at $2.97. So it did trade up above the positive green zone. It's just slightly under, but just by taking a quick glance, you could see there's a triangle forming here. So prices are either going to bounce up or down. For those that want to be cautious, you might want to put a entry level in here. But for now, I'm kind of doing an anticipated move on this and see what happens. Now we are looking at, oh, I didn't write the name of this one here. And this is nuclear. I believe this is the nuclear one here. And I got in this one here, right at this level. It broke above, just slightly above the green zone. And the nuclear one, forgive me for not getting this ready, is NLR. That's the ETF for the nuclear. And I put a 9% sell stop here at this area. Okay, moving on to the next one. I also got a biotech. It's showing some strength, about let's see, 4 weeks ago it went above, and it would pull down and look like it's trading around this area. So I figure statistically chances might go up higher. So I went and entered at 78.37, put a sell stop 9% down in this area. So we'll see what happens. So, but just wanted to share with you some of these stops here. Now, as far as sectors showing positive sign for this week, wireless, it's just popping up again. It just popped up about 3 weeks ago, retreated, now came up, so it's showing some strength. So wireless is maybe something worth getting into. Put a sell stop down here to be safe. Okay, another sector that's showing strength, financials, and this is the first time it's popping up in a long time. You might want to consider putting in a small entry to invest in, and put a sell stop down in this area here. Looks like it's 24.50, and this way if things go south, we're out of the investment on this one. But financials may be coming to a bottom pretty soon, at least for the short term. Now we're looking at globally, and globally I have Germany, and let's see here, I just want to make sure, yes, Germany, and this one's trading above. It's been recommended here, so we move our sell stops here for those. I'm personally in Germany, and so far so good. Okay, now let's look at some individual stocks, and talking about the financial sectors, we have Citigroup. And Citigroup showed a positive, traded above the green line signal for me. Might put a sell stop down here at 22, and we'll see where that takes us. Now we're also Boeing's also had a good positive move, so if you get in, most likely you'll be up in this area here. So we're going to put a sell stop down here at like about 80 and 50 cents. So, or $81, just to be safe, okay? Because we don't want to get in and then get taken out. Okay, and now we're looking at solar, and this solar here is also showing positive. It was recommended several weeks ago, and it's still trading above it. It hasn't taken off, so I'm going in and kind of, for those that haven't gotten any solar stock, this may be something worth getting into. And the sell stop here will be at 1078. Okay, now another global stock here is China real estate, believe it or not. It's showing some strength. So now, since it traded up right above the entry zone, I would recommend putting the sell stop at 19 and see where that would take us. I'm very tempted in getting in this one myself, maybe this week. Okay, China and India. This one I personally got into last week as well, and it's been trading up. Entry trigger zone was here, so it's looking good. Put a sell stop down here to protect our downside, and we'll see where that takes us. And then, as a bonus, we've got a what I guess I normally call it as a bear signal, going for the bear stocks, shorting. And since gold has made such a good run, it's pulling back. So for those that want to short gold using ETFs, DZZ is the best bet. So right at this level, triggered above, and put a tight sell stop here in case of gold reverses. But wait things, if the dollar increases in value, gold and oil may go down, so this may be a good stock to consider, and I myself might put a little small position on that one. And then that's it. Until next time, take care, and may the trend be our friend.